Trailer gang, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another podcast. We got everyone here today. We're on video now, on YouTube. We're everywhere. If you guys are listening to this on audio, you can check out the video version on our YouTube channel. What I think we're going to do, we're going to go clips, the best high-quality clips from the podcast are going to go on the main YouTube channel. And I think we're going to have a separate channel for the podcast. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. Or we could just do the main clips, like, more like a 30-minute video or a 20-minute video in YouTube, and then we'll release the full length on podcast platforms.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that would be easier, right? That would be easier. Okay, we got to figure that out, because that's like basically what Rogan's doing now with the deal on Spotify.
Sweet.
Yeah. Chris, are you enthusiastic that now people can not only hear your voice, but they also get the visual, man?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Fucking crazy. Everyone knows Chris.
Everybody knows Chris, and everybody hates Chris.
Chris is the most
but
famous
if
sync
you did
member.
just like find this somehow on Spotify, like podcast, but didn't know who I was,
Chris, here's the interesting thing about Chris. Let me just say, I don't know if anyone else agrees with me, but when he joined Sync, like when we first started, like no one really talks about me too much in the TikToks individually. No one talks about Berkeley too much individually. It's all Chris. Like Chris is the one person that people are attaching onto, whether it's negative or positive, and none of that's coming towards anybody else. That's what's so powerful about Chris, man.
Yeah, Chris, bro, you're bringing a whole wave with you.
Hey, if y'all call me simp,
Dude.
I swear.
Yeah, Chris. Yeah, one of our TikToks are really high. Or was that? Yeah, that was a TikTok, right? Yeah, it really highlighted.
TikTok and YouTube video.
Yeah, it really highlighted how Chris was going to be how Chris's name was going to be the new word for simp. So Chris equals simp.
And our fans really got attached to that, and they like to use that in the comment section.
They're writing Chris equals simp everywhere.
But I use that as support. So
That's cool.
Thank you guys.
That is
it's
super
still
cool.
Support, yeah.
That's like real community on something on like content wise.
Yeah,
They're not clowning on you. They just want to be you, bro.
It's like Fupa Gang with H3H3.
Fupa Gang.
Right? That's what it is. It's Fupa Gang, but it's Chris equals simp, man. It's the new version.
The thing that really is the negative side of TikTok, though, is how they're really fucking us right now.
They are fucking-
Fucking us hard.
Oh my god.
TikTok has taken the fuck to a whole nother level. TikTok is pretty much shadow banned all of our stuff, so we aren't getting on anyone's For You page, which is the entire point of TikTok.
Yeah.
But hopefully in a few days that'll come back. We'll get back on. Yeah. But right now we're just trying to push our stuff out on other platforms so we can still give you guys what you guys want. And
but don't don't go crazy about it. Like to the team too. Like they refresh and check on channels every other day. We made a mistake. We posted Jake Paul's ass. Okay,
dude, it's over an ass. Oh my god. And it's not like some like gross shit. It's just like a guy.
And I blurred
a little bit of his ass, and it was blurred. And now we're shadow banned.
I ain't even
breaking
worried about
news.
It.
Nathan likes Jake Paul's ass.
As soon as we get back on that For You page, everybody's like, "Oh, they're back," and then we going up again.
Yeah, TikTok is actually helping us by this. They're taking our content away from the fans.
delusional.
They're taking our content away from the fans, and then they're giving it back in a better form, and we're gonna have stuff already ready for them.
Yeah,
and it's gonna be wonderful.
Okay, but I mean, this stop right now though, it is allowing us, like, we have to focus on how can we make more high quality content. Exactly. It's content. That's how we're gonna win this thing. We're going on the offensive.
How can we increase trailer gang?
How can we increase trailer gang? How can we just grow? Because it doesn't matter if they're gonna shadow ban us for a little bit. We're just gonna grind, because that content will become better over time. And when we do get the chance again, we'll be blowing up.
Also, we have to add something that people will miss about us, something that differentiates us from anybody else. That people will be like, oh, well, they're not being shown on my For You page, but I can't get what they give me somewhere else.
Right. That's why we're doing the podcast. Exactly. That's why we're making YouTube. We're on Instagram.
That's why Chris is a simp.
Yeah.
That's honestly why.
Yeah, Chris is a simp for TikTok. We need Chris to simp for our content.
TikTok, please.
You guys know.
Please just chill out on us for one more day.
TikTok, your hips don't lie.
Your hips don't lie.
You know who TikTok is really helping out, though, is JoJo Siwa.
Holy fuck, dude. JoJo Siwa was getting huge on TikTok, man. Blowing up.
She's making huge amounts of money. She has, what does she have on TikTok? 20 million?
She has
followers on TikTok?
Yeah, her TikTok has 20 million.
Kylie Jenner has 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, how messed up is that? You guys want to know something that's cool, though? We have more followers than Dan Bilzerian.
Oh,
fun fact. Dude,
but Dan Bilzerian has every bitch he wants. Bro.
It doesn't matter though. We have more followers. That's all that matters. We have.
He has more.
And he has $200 million.
We have We have 200,000 more followers than Dan Bilzerian.
I'm gonna be honest. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty sick. I was watching a Dan Bilzerian Instagram video yesterday. He has a fucking rock climbing wall that comes out of his pool, climbs up to the rock climbing wall, and then you go down a water slide back into his pool.
Yeah, I mean that's all cool, but he doesn't have more followers than
The
The
TikTok,
Sync.
come on, man.
Not
Don't,
as many on TikTok.
don't fuck around, man. Rock climbing's
I mean,
cool, but
Like so we're sitting in college, what, 5 months ago? We'll say 5 months ago. When on any social media platform would any of us have thought that we would have more followers than Dan Bilzerian?
Dude, I never thought I'd have 1,000 followers on any platform.
Yeah.
Do you not have 1,000 on Instagram?
Nope.
Simp.
I know goddamn simp.
dude, okay, I'm looking at these numbers real quick. JoJo Siwa's fucking her music videos get like 862 million views.
862 million
She's
views?
huge. What the fuck? She's ginormous,
Holy
man.
shit.
And her brand, like, she has a contract with Nickelodeon. That's the thing.
Well, I think that, yeah, because I mean, I saw something on TikTok that like she duetted, and it was like somebody explaining JoJo Siwa's, like
Money.
yeah, like money and kind of like how she makes all her money, and they said that she signed a deal with Nickelodeon that was like a $400 million deal.
No way that she's getting 400 million.
But
How the fuck?
the thing is though, is like JoJo Siwa is her own brand, so like she is gonna get all that money at some point. She sold like a half a billion bows.
I'm really
The
fucking
fuck,
surprised
man?
how many people like her glitter shit, bro.
Dude. Okay, you guys have sisters, right? Your sisters
Yeah.
into JoJo Siwa?
Nah.
I mean,
Yo.
our sisters are in high school now.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, Luke, could you pull up a JoJo Siwa compilation, Angry, on like Dance Moms, please? Because that was my introduction to
Oh,
JoJo
yeah,
Siwa.
Dance
Dude,
Moms,
Dance
I
Moms, man.
remember.
She was a totally different character.
My grandma loved
She a
it.
little shit.
I'd be honest, I would watch it with
Grandma
her, too.
Williams.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
would
feel
watch
like
it with
JoJo
her.
was a little shit on Dance Moms.
She
Oh,
was.
Dude, the moms were pieces
The
of shit.
moms were
on
pieces of
Dance
shit.
Moms.
Dude, also JoJo Siwa, like,
It's like Vine Moms.
I just don't
here
understand
she
how
is.
this look can get so popular.
Because
Yeah,
it's
no
all like
Miranda Cosgrove. No.
Dude, it's like on some like young Katy Perry shit with like the fucking candy brows. and
Yeah.
all that shit.
you want to play.
I cannot believe that I'm here right now. I honestly want Abby to teach me. Abby is a huge personality.
Abby's tough. I think that she can really help you, make you, or break you in the dance world. We came here to be permanent members of the ALDC,
That's
and
crazy.
we're
Wait,
not
pause real
leaving.
quick. Yeah, that's crazy. JoJo Siwa was like, she's just doing dance. Some reality show comes into her studio, starts filming with her, and then she becomes what she is now. That's incredible. And she's actually a happy person.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Is that luck or is that just chance?
That's talent mixed
Wait,
in with
aren't luck and chance the same thing?
I meant luck or talent. That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
I meant.
Lucky Charms. It's like it's a mix of luck and just talent because she can dance, right? Like
Well,
like
yeah.
we hate to admit it, but Charlie can dance like nobody's business, and that's why she's so big on the platform.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that if you,
She can dance.
I mean, clearly TikTok, it shows like if you can dance, if you are a good dancer, like you just do well on the app. Like that's, I mean, Addison Rae,
Addison Rae
Charlie,
does, like,
all
the
the people that
splits and
dance,
stuff.
like
Yeah.
like they do the best on the platform, and that's like why, like artists like Jason Derulo, you haven't heard anything
Yeah.
from him?
Oh
in-
my
he's popping on
God.
TikTok.
No, he has
Popping on
he has like
TikTok.
20 mil on TikTok. Like, I mean, but he can dance. He's like one of
Yeah.
the like him, Chris Brown, like all those guys.
Usher.
No.
It's
Raymond.
Usher, baby.
Chris Brown, you are not in the same boat as Jason Derulo. He did not mean to disrespect you like that.
Well, let's just check TikTok followers. That's the
That's
only
what
thing
that was,
that
huh?
matters.
Yeah, because we have more than Dan Bilzerian.
Exactly.
Chris Brown.
Here, let's check it. Does Chris Brown even have a TikTok?
He don't need one.
Chris
Tyga
Brown.
does. How many does Tyga have?
Chris Brown only has 3.6 mil,
That's insane.
and
He definitely hasn't been pushing it because I haven't seen him on my For You page.
Jason-
He's not doing hashtag FYP.
Does he dance on it?
yeah, I mean, it looks like. And then Jason Derulo has 21 million.
Yeah, Jason
Jeez.
Derulo lives on that platform.
That's all he does.
He's a tryhard for this right
Okay,
now.
here's what I don't
He
get.
still dresses like 2010
Okay,
too.
same thing about JoJo. JoJo, they're the thing with JoJo and thing with Jason Derulo. My question is, all I've been told is grind. It's like every hour of the day you're making content. But like, are they like Jason Derulo? He literally feels like he lives on the platform. JoJo Siwa feels like she lives that character,
Yeah.
like making TikToks all day. Is that really what it takes? Are these people just doing that all day?
I don't know. I mean,
That sentence was
I think,
complete
the
bullshit. Sorry, guys.
interesting thing with- I think like the interesting thing with JoJo Siwa is like her actual brand is such a character, like that she like
Right.
it's such like a JoJo Siwa character, like the sparkles, the glitter, all that stuff. Like, how does she continue that throughout like every day? Because I mean, like now she's kind of come out and showed that like she actually
She's taking her hair down.
Like she dresses like a normal person. She doesn't have
She
like
vapes.
glitter on her. Does she vape?
No, I don't know. I'm just
No,
imagining.
she doesn't vape. She just does black tar heroin.
I'm just
Yeah.
imagining her ripping jewels like at the hype house.
Just Is she? How old is she?
I think she's 16 or 17.
She's 17 now, but
Oh,
like
so
her
she's,
contract's running up. That's
Have you
the
seen
thing.
her car? Luke, pull up her car.
Oh my god, this Tesla. Yo, this is the.
A Tesla's just a vehicle now.
Is this
Like
also
when you
like
made it.
Uzi shit?
Yeah, Tesla is like the standard influencer car.
Yeah, like I made it
That's
car.
facts.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Wow, look at that. Then Bieber had to apologize because he roasted her Beamer. Because she had a Beamer and Justin Bieber was like tweeting how bullshit it looks. Can you pull up? Yeah, that car. So Justin Bieber went crazy on it, saying how ugly it looked, and he had to come out and apologize to JoJo.
Yeah, it's fucking ugly though.
It's very ugly.
It's on brand. That's how you keep on making money.
The thing is, though, is like.
But it's like if Uzi had that car, we'd think it's sick as fuck.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, that is true. The thing is, though, is like if she's making $5 off making a car look like that, like like what are you doing? But she probably made millions just because it really just showed that like she is continuing her brand as she gets older. Like because like obviously she's 16, she has to be able to drive, or she
How
should be
does
able
she
to
not
drive.
have an i8, bro? Like, why is she rocking with like
The 335i.
yeah 328?
Is that her Tesla with the 16?
Yeah. Okay. Pull up the Tesla right there, Lou.
That's
Yeah, right
sick.
there.
Oh my
I'm gonna be
god,
honest.
Kyle, you're a car person,
I don't
right?
like the rims, but other than that, that's pretty.
Honestly,
Dude.
I'm not big into that. That makes me
JoJo
not want to be
Siwa-
a car person.
She just gives me.
What do you say? It makes you not
That
like
makes
cars?
me not want to
She
enjoy
gives me
cars.
straight Candyland vibes all the time.
Well, okay, Luke, can you look up JoJo Siwa Willy Wonka?
I don't
Oh
fuck
my
with it.
god, dude, the car's insane, but look at her room. She made it into a full Willy Wonka thing when she moved in. It's like,
Dude, how can you like keep up this like childish persona for so long?
I'm looking.
Oh Jesus, dude!
Yeah, it's a candy everywhere. She's in the suit and
The
all.
the next headline is like JoJo Siwa is addicted to acid, and like this is why she has made her room like this.
Dude,
Wow.
there's just no way she could do
Okay,
this.
but here's the thing. I'm looking at this article that basically says like she went into a meeting with Nickelodeon discussing her deal, and like one of the reps for Nickelodeon was basically like, JoJo, you don't have to come in as JoJo when you went for these meetings. And her response was like, "This is me. This is who I am. Don't fuck with this." And like,
She just beats the fuck out of him.
he's like, "Done that." But no,
You get
Maybe
beat up
she's
like
actually psycho.
you get
Yeah.
beat up by like a glittery
Bow.
16-year-old.
Yeah, she just has like a glittery pillowcase with butter in it. And just
My
sucking
question
the
is like
fuck
what
out of
like
it.
what happens like when she starts like bringing like boys over and stuff like I mean you can't take him into that room. I mean like
She has
to
her
hang
own
out with them,
separate
like
room
watch
for a dude.
Netflix and stuff like I mean like that's just crazy. Like that's over the top glittery.
Dude,
Just
that reminds
colors.
me of
D1
she.
basketball player or something?
I
Yeah,
think-
she's dating a football player at
Where's
Nebraska.
he go? Nebraska?
Nebraska, yeah, D1, man. What
She
the
reminds
fool?
me of LazyTown. Do you remember that show?
like the
Yeah.
Norwegian.
Yeah, the
show.
guy that did the splits.
Wait,
like,
what's
the
this?
jump.
What's the song? It's like wait, shit.
It's the
what is
guy.
it?
Fucking.
Someone
shit,
explain to
dude.
me. What's the Lazy Town song? The guy that goes like the meme from like
Yeah,
2017.
It's the bad guy song.
Yeah. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
With,
Lazy
like, the
Town.
flute.
What is it? Can someone, Luke? Could you pull that up? Lazy Town.
Theme song.
Dude, JoJo Siwa could totally.
She
be
could
in
totally
LazyTown.
do that.
That's crazy.
Hold on. Is this it? I think it's oh, this one.
Yeah, I watched the show religiously when I was young.
Yeah.
Is it this one?
No.
No.
Not
It's
to
the
mention both the guys in that
Look
show
up.
look old as
Just look
fuck.
up LazyTown song.
Lazy Town song. What? Okay, yeah. If you want to pull up on she could be a Lazy Town cast.
She could.
That and like she
Yeah,
does,
we are number one. That's what
Oh.
it is.
Right.
Dude, I thought this was so epic.
I know. Why do we think that, bro? This show is so dumb.
Are you a
Oh,
real
Jesus.
villain?
Well, technically, nah.
Have you ever caught a good guy like a real superhero?
Dude, they got no bullets. Dude. See what they have to-
Have you ever tried to disguise?
Wait, pause it real quick. Like on their suits, you don't see the moose knuckle.
Not at all.
You don't see the little what is it, moose knuckle?
Yeah, moose
Little
knuckle.
moose
Yeah,
knuckle?
moose knuckle would be for guys. What do you think it's like being on set of this show? Like they're done filming their set and they all just look like this. They're all just like talking to each other. You know what I mean? Like look at how
Smoke a
weird they look.
camel.
Definitely.
probably like-
It's orgy vibes.
No, they're probably just like, dude, I can't believe kids actually watch this shit. You wanna go smoke a cig outside?
Well, it's like,
Walk out.
do you ever hear about that story where Barney was hiding drugs in his tail, the tail of his costume?
Was that actually true? Because I feel like that was like a eighth grade. I feel like that was like a
Eighth
fourth
grade tale.
Yeah, like
Like
fourth
the
grade
eighth
myth.
grade tale?
It's like
I
when
have
we-
no idea.
it's like
I know
when we-
one Barney did get arrested though.
Yeah, but it's like the same story that like everyone heard that the guy that invented Flappy Birds was
yeah.
just done with the pressure. That wasn't true at all. He sold the company for
Yeah.
millions of dollars.
What did it turn into? Because Flappy Bird like just died. Like
It
people
just
like
left the left the platform.
Guy took down Flappy Bird because he was
was getting like
Death threats.
Okay, but that's what we all heard, but we weren't sure if it's true, right? Because I saw a TikTok where it's like relatable TikTok here. Remember when we all heard the same story about like the Flappy Bird creator?
Yeah, I do remember that.
But
Nobody's giving him death threats for a fucking Flappy
Dude,
Bird
Flappy
game.
Bird took over the world, bro. That was fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
but nobody's crazy.
Kids would kill their iPads with it.
yeah, no, yeah, people would kill each other with it. Like
No, there
somebody
was-
beat their high score. Well, I wonder what the best Flappy Bird score was.
69.
420.
Have you guys ever go on Reddit?
No.
No.
No,
Yeah,
well,
I'm
only when I'm
alright.
looking for like beat packs.
When I wanted to find free V-Bucks.
You
I was just like,
Did you ever find free V-Bucks on
I
Reddit?
was just like a confused junior that loved Fortnite.
No, I think you still do
I
this.
pressed it and it was like free V-Bucks and I pressed it and I got to Reddit. I was like,
You got some
Well,
virus
my,
probably.
My FIFA account got hacked because I tried to do the same thing for FIFA points in like sophomore year of high school.
And then it
Damn.
says type in your username and password right here.
And I'd type it in.
What?
I did that.
You did that?
That was my scam.
That was your scam. You used to
how
sell
about-
fake
yeah,
points.
Yeah. One of our editors, Ethan, is a young computer hacker over here, and he did like a Google Play. What was it? Google Play points.
Google Play gift card generator YouTube video.
Didn't that fucking steal like tons of money from your grandpa?
No,
You
that
That was
asshole.
different.
That was an Indian
That was
kid.
different. That was so funny.
You
That was
scammer.
fun.
That was the
That was fun.
Nigerian prince.
Yeah, that was fucked. One of our editors, Ethan, his grandpa calls his mom one day, and how much he lost a lot of money,
He
right?
bought $70,000 in gift cards.
Like-
to these people.
Oh my god! Like
Wait,
how?
wait, say that again. What do you say?
Okay, so my grandpa, he calls my mom. He's like 70 years old. He's getting old. He's getting memory problems and stuff. He calls my mom. He says, I think I'm being scammed. Like I've been trying to fix my bank account. The Apple people called me to fix my bank account, but I don't know. I'm paying them in such a weird way. They told me to go to the grocery store
store
and buy gift cards
Yeah.
and just tell them the numbers. And my mom was like, "What?" Like, obviously that's like
Yeah.
the fucking weirdest. Like, why would you do that? So apparently, these people had called him and said, "We're from Apple. We're writing software to protect your bank account, but we need money. We need money to protect your bank account." So
Tim Cook.
Right, exactly. So the only way for us to pay for it is if you go to the grocery store and Walmart and you buy thousands of dollars worth of gift cards and tell us the codes. So apparently, you can't even buy more than like
Yeah.
$5,000 at a time per store.
Right.
So he was literally going to different grocery stores.
Jesus. Oh my
He would buy
God.
$5,000,
Jesus.
$5,000, and
Oh my.
I mean, like,
did he give it all?
yeah, and he ended up giving them all. Like, isn't that nuts?
How
like,
much?
how can you do that?
How much?
$70,000.
God.
Like,
Oh.
and like,
Bro, I feel bad laughing, but like
But
that's
come on.
And what's
fucked.
Yeah.
crazy is my grandpa. He was like an entrepreneur. Like he was not like a dumb person. Like he worked for the CIA. And like this is like no joke. Like
You work for the CIA.
Nigerian
Yeah,
prince
actually-
tracks the CIA.
Like, oh my god, dude, we just lost all of our intelligence in the U.S.
no, yeah, exactly. Like
Jesus, man.
I know. Can you believe that? And they would just keep calling me. He's like they won't stop calling me. I keep giving them money and they won't stop. Like
And God, we do not trust in the CIA.
Dude, that is crazy.
Jesus.
Actually, like, cause because you never
70,000.
told me like that full. But yeah, that's insane. That is so much money.
Okay, what ended up happening? Did you just give it all? You just lost it all?
No, so what ended up happening is my mom and me were like, oh my god, like how can this? Like he's actually like gone off the rails
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Like before, it was getting a little iffy, but
This is
now
like
it's
after we realized Chris downloads V-Bucks from Reddit. It's
exactly
same
pretty much
reaction.
same thing. So we're like, okay, you need to like tell because he bought on credit cards, right? So
Right.
credit cards you can like
Refute, yeah.
Right. So he's calling them and they tell him. So I think this is where like the scam, like this is why they do it with gift cards this way, because they tell him that since he was buying the gift cards, like it was his actions,
Yeah.
and it wasn't someone else charging the
Right.
card, that it's not technically like a scam, like so they can't dispute the payment. So we're like, okay, like you need to start getting like a lawyer involved or something. But basically, I think what ended up happening is he
Hit up the CIA?
yeah,
Hit
yeah,
up his
hit up the
colleagues?
CIA. No. So he basically just
team one.
refused to pay the credit card bill until they sort of because like obviously I mean he did it, but it is a scam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think basically he just refused to pay until eventually they did something about it. I think he ended up not having to pay like half of it.
Okay.
But,
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
luckily it's
At
kind
least
of
you get
Plot twist. What if the scammers like make their phone number like his credit card provider, so that he
You just keep on calling the same
guy.
guy.
He calls them. So it's just like, okay, yeah, pay us that $5,000, or like pay us this, and then we'll take care of this part. So then like he thinks
No, and
that
here's the crazy part. And so my grandma and my grandpa, the same guy that I've been talking about, they've been divorced since my mom was 4. So like 40 years, 50 years. So my mom tells her about this, and she goes, "Oh my God, the same thing happened to me." And she had gotten scammed out of $3,000 the same way. I'm like, bro, like what the?
Oh my God.
I'm just hoping I don't end up like that.
Yeah, dude, you're gonna be falling for like the 2020, like 2040 version of that prank.
Yeah, here's my grandma. Like she does like crosswords, like all this stuff to like keep her brain active and
That shit don't work.
She still gets scammed out of bands.
Oh my God,
Damn.
dude, that's literally your college tuition. Just
I know, just down the drain.
Yeah.
You're
Down the
gonna have
drain.
to call Uzi, bro.
yeah.
Yeah, clearly.
Oh
It's
my-
all Lucy then.
That is insane.
Okay, so here's the thing about my grandpa. He's
Like
a
he
little-
has horrible dementia. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, why the fuck were we making fun of him?
yeah, it's a little fucked up. But the thing about my grandpa is he's like super like, I don't know if he's narcissistic. Like I wouldn't say that he's like a super like self-centered like selfish person.
Like,
but
what does he
he's-
do like during
Like,
Thanksgiving?
right. So like he'll like anything that you talk about yourself, he'll just have to bring it back to himself. So and he's from Texas, right? So he's got
David?
this accent. And like yeah, kind of like David.
Okay, kind of like David.
Yeah. But so basically like
It gets
I
worse
would
when
be
a
like,
girl's
I'd
in
be
the
like,
room.
"Oh, Grandpa, like, I just
Way
got
worse.
this car for my birthday. Like, it's awesome." Like, be like, "Well, like," and it's like Texas accent, be like, "Well, I had this kind of car in my like," and it's just like so annoying. And me and my dad, it's my mom's dad is the grandpa.
Yeah.
So my dad will just get so pissed off about it. Like, I remember, when I was like 5, I wouldn't really realize what was going on, but we'd like go to dinner with my grandpa, and the whole time my dad would just be like pissed as fuck the whole time. Like,
Yeah.
and he would just be like so angry. I had no idea
of
why.
that?
And because he just can't stand my grandpa at all.
That's real. Like the whole in-law thing.
Yeah.
Like
It's
they joke
very
about that. That
valid.
is so real. Parents feel awkward around the in-law.
Yeah, well, you know what I was thinking with your grandpa, which is kind of funny, is like, what if like one day you're like, "Hey, Grandpa, I got scammed out of $500." He's like, "I'll do you one better. I got scammed out of $70,000." He's like, "Oh, he can one up you on that front."
True.
Yeah, but I'm not kidding. Like, no, what you're saying about your dad, like being kind of like weird around your grandfather, like that's the same thing. Like when my grandmother from Japan comes over like a month, I don't see my dad. He's
Yeah.
up in his room.
Yeah, I honestly shouldn't
He
say this,
doesn't
but
like-
like my ex-girlfriend, like, dude, I kind of felt the same way sometimes about her parents.
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah. Okay, I can't say the story, but my dad had a shitty experience with the dad too. Okay, keep on going.
Oh, I definitely have too.
Oh my god, tell the story.
Fucking tell the story.
Do it.
Bro, story time with Ethan. Story time with Ethan.
Story time with editor Ethan.
Actually, wait, here, I can bring this story.
Yeah.
I can
So
bring this
Kyle
story.
was also there.
Yeah,
Oh
so-
no.
All right, so me and Ethan are out in front of his house, just chilling. What were we doing? We were like washing your
I think
car
we were
or
like
something.
we were like skateboarding, like washing my car, just
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
stuff that friends do out in front of a house,
Yeah. So anyway, ex-girlfriend. We'll keep the name out of this. Her dad
Wait,
pulls
let's
up.
give her a name.
Chandeliqua.
Chandeliqua.
Chandeliqua. No. Ex-girlfriend. her-
Jamie.
Her dad pulls up in front of the house, and Ethan and I kind of look at each other like, but he
He doesn't even
wasn't.
pull up. He's walking down
Yeah,
the road like
yeah.
freaking Santa.
He walks with the
sack.
iPad plugged into the earbuds,
Oh
right?
yes,
Yeah.
He's one of those guys with like the
The neck
headphones
band.
that go around
The
your
neck
neck.
band.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the earbuds that like extend
Yeah.
out. Of
He walks around the high school all the time too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly,
Okay.
yeah.
Yep.
With his
So anyway,
big-ass iPad.
So he pulls up, walking on foot, and he's like, "What did he say?" He says, "Hey Ethan, can I talk to you and your parents inside really quick?" And I'm like,
No, it was even more awkward than that. It was like he walks up, me, you, and our friend Reese. We're standing outside. He's like, "Oh, are your parents home?" And we're like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Okay, come inside with me a sec."
Oh fuck.
And he goes, "Kyle and Reese, you guys don't need to be there." like, this is a private conversation. Ethan and his parents. And we're like,
So me and Reese are like just looking at each other. We're just like, what the fuck is happening?
Wait, how long
bro?
have you been dating her at that point?
oh, probably like a year.
Yeah.
Over a year.
Okay,
It was
nice.
like a year.
Yeah.
So anyway, now it's Ethan's time. Now it's Ethan's turn to take it over.
So I'm like, dude, like, what is going on? Like, what is this about? And so we go inside. I'm like, Mom, Dad, like, come down here. Like, family, we gotta talk about something. And, like,
They're unprepared too.
and like, my parents are like, what the fuck is going on? Like they're, they still like care about the stuff that I do, but they're not like walking over to other people's houses to like talk about it.
I don't think a lot of parents.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyways, we walk inside. We go to like my downstairs couch.
Oh, we know the couch.
And we're all sitting on
My
the
question
couch.
is, what was the formation? So was it like?
yeah. Wait, what
Was it
the
like?
formation?
Was it like Brad, Kristen, you sitting all on the same couch, or was it more like a round table?
So
I think it was like Brad, Kristen, Ethan, Dad.
just stacking them?
It was the sexual sandwich.
okay, so
The
basically,
sexual tension sandwich.
No, they don't.
that was funny.
Yeah. That's his dad's name.
yeah.
sorry.
So Brad's my dad, Kristen my mom, and then
karate teachers.
And then ex-girlfriend dad. Is
We'll
So-
call him Gregory.
we'll call him Steve. Steve's a good dad name.
yeah. So my
I
dad.
don't know why I fucking changed it.
All right. So my dad, he has this chair that he always sits in next to the couch. So it relaxes back. So you press
Yeah.
it and it's like
Recline.
it reclines
Yeah.
all the way.
trying
So
to
we
make a move
walk
on
in.
yourself,
My dad sits in his chair and he just reclines all the way back. It was so funny because my girlfriend's out. She's like, what the. Anyways,
Okay.
so I think it was my dad in the chair and then
you
was
on
sit-
your dad's lap in the chair.
No, he was sitting in the couch.
Naked.
Then my mom, then me, and he's like, so, Ethan, I found out that you and my daughter have been engaging in sexual intercourse.
No way! Sex before marriage.
Not
We don't do that here.
I know.
I heard.
Acceptable.
I did hear that she had to put the baby up for adoption though.
Dude, yeah, it's fucked.
Okay. So wait.
Okay, keep it going.
Okay, so I'm like, oh my god, like this is the most awkward situation I've ever been part of in my entire life. I'm like, bro, like nothing will ever get worse than this. I'm like, bro, like okay, like obviously I had the girlfriend over to my house a lot. We have the living room and then my room. There's a light right under my room, so like, sometimes when things got a little raunchy,
The light.
when my dad's downstairs in the living room,
The light
the
will
lights
flicker.
the lights flickering a bit. So like my parents aren't stupid, and there's a couple other stories I can tell about that later, but okay, so I'm like, oh my god, like this is the most uncomfortable situation ever. So my parents are like they're kind of like, bruh, like how do you not realize this? Like they're like 17. They've been dating for a year.
And he's got
Like-
the son, dude. We
Yeah,
know.
exactly. I know his older brother.
We all know his older. His
His
brother's
other
crazier.
brother was a fucking animal.
Yeah. And anyways, so my parents are kind of like, how do you not realize this? Like, that's pretty clear, dude. And like, what's the problem here? So basically, he goes off about like how he's like, well, and I understand girls are sort of supposed to be the goalkeeper in the situation, not letting goals in. And then we're like,
Blocking all the shots.
bro, that's sexist as fuck. Like, holy shit, man. And so basically, how did this get resolved? Like,
It wasn't even that he was like mad about it, right? He just like wanted to make sure that your parents knew.
yeah, exactly. And my parents were like,
What if?
It's
Okay,
just
man.
like, I just want to let you know our kids are having sex.
yeah. And then basically, I think something along the lines of like, okay, like it won't happen again. Like I understand. Like, bro, what a load of bullshit. Like, come on. But
Oh,
do you
God.
remember the night when we went over to her house for a campfire and he came out and told us his high school stories for like an hour and a half?
honestly, dude, we could have him as a guest
Oh,
on this
he
podcast.
has
so
the
much
most insane
Let's get him on.
stories.
Let's please get him on.
Here, I'll just give like a little snippet of what he said. He would steal he would steal wheelchairs from hospitals and then take them to airports.
Why?
And then play bowling with people at airports while he's in the wheelchair.
Bowling?
Like
they
he's a
would
bowling
take
ball in the
the
wheelchair.
Right.
Yeah, him and his friends, they would go to the airport with the wheelchair. They'd stolen from a hospital.
Yeah.
Like, why are you stealing wheelchairs from hospitals? First of all. And then he
Better
sits
than in the
stealing
chair. It from someone that's like in the wheelchair. Like Grand Theft Autoing. And then just jacking their mobile
just
scooter.
like at Disneyland to get first in the line, you know, you just.
Yeah.
But anyways, and then his friends would just push him in the wheelchair right at like a line of people and
Yeah.
just boom, boom, boom,
Like
boom,
down
boom,
a
take
ramp
him
at
down.
the airport, and he'd run into the people, and then after he'd run into them, because like obviously they're like, why the fuck did this kid in a wheelchair just knock us all over? He didn't want to get in trouble for it, so then he'd start spazzing out like he has special needs to get out of it.
It's
And then his friends would come and pick him up and
oh my
carry him
God.
away.
like I was saying, bro,
Jesus.
freaking
That's
father-in-laws,
fucked up.
dude.
Yeah, your father-in-law, just like
They're bred different, dude.
Yeah, okay, I do understand why that may have been an awkward relationship.
Yeah.
So you lived in California for what is that? I mean, 6, 7 months.
Yeah, 5-6 months.
What did you go get any other food there like that you would wish that they had here? Like, or is it? I mean, because
Yeah,
San
warn
Luis is
the
pretty
other viewer.
isolated, right?
Warn the viewer that's committed to Cal Poly.
Yeah. Yeah, like I mean, do you like In-N-Out and stuff?
So there's
or?
so the In-N-Out is like 20-minute drive. So
Okay.
freshman, you're not gonna be going there. Is the problem. I mean, obviously, like I have older friends that we can drive there, but it's not like, guys, let's go to In-N-Out. Some people would literally eat Chick-fil-A every day.
Yeah.
Like sandwich, fries, nuggets, every meal. And dude, like that is like the most crazy thing to me, because like my friend, we literally we would go. So the Chick-fil-A is inside of like our main cafeteria place.
Yeah.
And every time we go there, I'd be like, okay, dude, like, can we please get something else? Like, please. He's like, oh, dude, I feel like Chick-fil-A, bro. Like, I'm good at Chick-fil-A. I'm like, bro, like, you are nuts. But anyways,
You just longboard somewhere else. That's what like half these fucking Cal Poly kids do.
yeah, dude, longboarding is actually banned on campus. Like, I went there, the first time I visited for a day. I saw a kid get pulled over by the cops on a skateboard. I've been pulled over by the cops for skateboarding. But this kid, it was hella unfortunate. They were like, this, you know, he had the long hair, he had the beanie, and
rolled cuff.
he had the backpack on, and the cops were like, dude, what do you got in the bag, man? He's like, bro, nothing, bro. Like, can I just skate away, bro? Like, it's fine, bro. Like, and the cop's like, no, you're staying here. So the cop like radios for backup, and anyways, I think they ended up searching the kid's bag, and they like
like an
found
ounce.
some weed in- like yeah, so
hungry just to fuck somebody.
I know, like that's the thing is like, dude, like everybody at this campus smokes weed. I'm like, dude.
Yeah, it's Cal Poly.
Like, dude, like, and it's just so stupid that if you go longboarding, you're gonna get pulled over by the cops. Like,
It's
Dude,
ridiculous.
that's a DUI, bro.
Driving under the influence.
Yeah. Dude, fucking Cal Poly. I mean, yeah, like food is horrible. We had food in back in my school. Like I went to a quarter of art school in Atlanta. Like we had an Instagram page dedicated to how shit the food is. And the president of the school blocked that Instagram account. Yeah. It's crazy.
but yeah, there's a couple good cafe places. There's some good sandwich places, but you can't use your campus card there.
Yeah.
So, like,
You're
you know,
spending
like-
your money.
Yeah, I think my dad got mad at me once for spending like $300 on Uber Eats.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus, dude.
And dude, but you don't understand, like, when you have eaten Chick-fil-A for like 4 days in a row, you literally like cannot force yourself to eat anything else. You're like, dude, like I need like a Subway sandwich or something. Like I need to Uber Eats this, and you're like locked at the campus because there's no.
They
you don't
funk
have
you as a
card.
freshman.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Exactly.
have
they
to make friends with
literally
seniors.
Make you, and they force you to eat at the campus food. Like that's what's fucked up about this college shit. Is like I don't know about your guys' schools, but so Cal Poly, you know, that's a state university, but they created a for-profit corporation called Cal Poly Corporation, and they make money off of the students buying the food.
Oh god.
So like it's literally like a gigantic scam where they force the students that are attending the public school to buy food from the private corporation.
That's so and the private corporation obviously benefits the public school.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so screwed up. You know what? That does not make me like unhappy then about what we did during your Zoom class the other day. Cal Poly, bro.
God.
Tell that real
Fuck
quick.
Cal
Oh my
Poly.
god.
These fuckers.
Okay, so like, first off, Ethan's smart ass motherfucker, but the dude is the biggest procrastinator on the planet. Like I procrastinate a little bit, but like I get my shit done. Ethan, man, he gets his shit done, but like 2 hours. 2 hours he has to write this speech. What was it? 8-page speech?
Yeah, it's like a 7-minute speech, and my class was at 2 when I had to give it. And I would say, what, David, I started writing it at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I had 4 hours
You
to
had,
write the
what, like a
7-minute
month
speech.
and a half to write it?
Yeah, it was a time like
He goes,
at the
I
beginning
had
of
4
class.
hours to write it. Nah, bitch, you have fucking half a year to write that.
Anyways.
Just to make it clear for the audience, Ethan showed up to studio, pulls out his laptop, and goes, I can't edit right now, guys. I need to write this essay. I have a speech at 2.
Yeah. So I get into my Zoom class, right? My professor, you know, she's kind of like a 50-year-old like lady, and also
Karen.
Is she hot?
No, she's not. She's not. She's not.
Another strike against Cal Poly.
But the thing about bro, communications professors, like, think about it. To be a communications professor, you
don't
had
do
to
shit.
study communications.
Dude,
like,
my
bro,
communications professor's the fucking worst, dude.
like, and who chooses to study communications?
Yeah. So you're giving your speech during the
Nathan's a
Zoom
comm
call.
major.
Yeah, exactly. And even before that, they had seen everyone here. They saw Chris in the background. They saw everyone in the background. And my teacher goes, oh, Ethan, like, looks like you're not social distancing. Like, I hope those are your brothers. And, like, it's Chris. Like, obviously Chris, Nathan, they're all my brothers.
You just
know?
live with us.
Yeah, their
basically.
asses were out too.
Yeah, so then
God.
I'm giving the speech, and we got Berkeley playing freaking sex noises. Exactly. During my speech. And then, apparently, I didn't see this because I had, like, the virtual background on Zoom, but apparently Chris peeks his butt into the frame of my Zoom.
Chris, can you come on here
while
for a
I'm
second?
giving the speech.
So this is all while you're taking this.
Yeah, this is all while I'm giving this
The
speech.
7-minute speech.
I promise, Ethan, I didn't pull my butt out.
Come here, buddy.
I was hinting at it. Like,
Right, so according to Chris, you know, he's a little untrustworthy sometimes. He didn't put the entire butt out.
I didn't. I swear. Like, as I saw, I was like, oh, they can only see my arm because that was the only thing.
You gotta talk into here.
No, I can hear it.
Anyways, I was too engrossed in, you know, making this incredible
Oh,
speech that I was talking about.
incredible.
Yeah, you know, I was trying to persuade them that college athletes should be paid. Like, you know, big deal.
They should be.
But okay, they should be, but anyways, I was just writing that because it was an easy topic.
Okay.
But anyways, and I end my speech, you know, and they have to give like the peer feedback, and of course the guy giving my peer feedback goes, yeah, I think one thing that you could do better would be maybe like find a place without like any other people because they were
Jesus.
kind of distracting.
He's probably also the same guy that longboards in Cal Poly.
Yeah,
I
probably.
didn't catch that part. I caught the teacher calling you out, but the kid that was peer reviewing
first,
you.
the kid that was peer reviewing me called me out. Then the teacher, she's like, yeah, I like this. But then she just goes hard
Yeah,
into
she
me.
did,
Hold
bro.
up. Okay, so the speech is about college athletes, right? And she goes, okay, so like, are you a D1 athlete? Like, are you a D1 athlete for Cal Poly? Like, bro, like, why would
Yeah,
like?
and then she's like, because my daughter is.
Yeah. Like fucking communications professors, bro.
Yeah.
And so, anyways, then she's like, yeah, so, you know, it was your choice to take this in a non-private place. Like, I had a student, apparently she did it in a private place. She did her speech in a closet.
Hey, give her a round of applause
because
though for
that was
that.
private.
What happens when she comes out of the closet then?
I almost made a joke about that, but I saw myself at the last second. Like, almost. I was gonna be like, yeah. I mean, unfortunately, I haven't come out of the closet yet.
That would have been clowning, bro.
Oh, that was
So anyway, she
you know that
literally-
this whole room be laughing so hard, it would have ruined the entire
And
speech.
so she goes like, so it was your choice to choose a place where it wasn't private, so that will be reflected in your grade. And I'm just like,
Did you
And
get the
by the
grade
way,
yet?
my
I
daughter's a
haven't gotten the
D1
grade yet.
athlete.
yeah, exactly.
You didn't get the grade
Anyways,
yet?
dude. No, I haven't gotten the grade yet. Communications professors, fucking crazy.
Damn, Cal big strike. Dude, I think there's a clip for YouTube. Cal Poly sucks. Don't do it. Ethan gets rescinded.
Don't tell it to anyone that I know from here.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's great. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, that was
I
sick.
got it. Yo, Ethan, thank you for coming on halfway through the show,
Oh,
man.
anytime, dude.
Well, Chris takes a shit.
Anytime we gotta sub in
Yeah, that's
for
been
my
a
man
long
Chris,
ass
you know?
shit.
Yeah,
Chris.
yeah. Chris had to go to the bathroom, but hey, you know, we got some good stories out of Ethan.
Chris went to go get some milk from the store.
Yeah,
He hasn't come back yet.
I mean, hopefully you guys really enjoyed this this first really video full length podcast. I mean, it was something new for us. Fucking Christ, I need a fucking burp. This monster, man. Fuck! No, I'm just playing. But anyway,
No, I'm just playing.
I'm just playing.
No, but yeah, but no, this full length podcast is something new for us. I mean, we're just trying
it.
things out. You know, I mean, it was something that went really well. I mean, we weren't really expecting Ethan to come on with these stories about all this.
Oh
God damn
God,
it,
dude.
Okay, bring it back again.
So I mean, this full length podcast is something new for us. We weren't really expecting to get kind of butt fucked on TikTok. So I mean, it's just something new. We just got to push content. We got to give you guys, you know, all this good stuff. And then Ethan is Ethan's one of our editors. He came on with some stories that I've heard a little bit of before, but
I had no idea about those.
but we got.
It's good to have him. It's good to have him, you know, written down
Yeah.
or recorded in some way. You know?
Yeah. We gotta look back.
Hopefully,
on
my
that
kids see this in
Yeah.
50 years. They're like, what the fuck is my dad doing?
What was he doing? But yeah, I mean,
Still
and,
doing the same
Who's my
shit.
dad's ex-girlfriend? That's the question.
and then also something I want to do. I'm gonna check out some of our reviews on
Oh,
Apple
yeah.
Podcasts.
108 ratings on Apple
Dude, that
Podcasts,
is
man.
nuts, bro.
Yeah, no, yeah, you guys are
That's
you guys are
actually crazy.
running it up, and also you guys,
Yeah,
you know,
keep running up those views on
and also
YouTube.
stay for the
Yeah,
full length.
These are the two guys, for the viewers right here that are watching on visual, Nathan and Ethan here. They're the ones that edit all the YouTube videos.
Working hard for you guys.
And
Get
we're
that
the
content
ones
out.
that respond to the comments. I know y'all
Yeah,
all
yeah.
think it's Kai. Us two.
So anyway, I mean, we have 140 ratings on Apple Podcasts, all 5-star reviews. We
140?
love, yeah, we
Went
love
up
to see it.
32.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, you know, yeah, we love to see that. We got a bunch of reviews. We got one from this guy named David. He said, "I love this content." He gave us a 5-star review.
Motherfucker, you didn't give us a
Cash
5-star
Money Baz. No, I've done it 8 times. What was that?
Okay, maybe.
Yeah, I know. It says David Diaz. Fucking idiot.
review. We know it's you. We know you. Our own crew's reviewing our content.
Cash Money Baz ANCB. Sick name. They said these guys are the only people that made me listen to a podcast. Thank you for the support.
That's hype.
Yeah.
Taiwan Lucas said, "Young goats, man. Chris, my guy, for wearing the Packer shirt."
Hey.
Yo,
thank you guys.
Taiwan. I don't know how you knew that Chris was wearing a Packer shirt in the podcast because it was all audio. But anyway, I mean, I'm glad that you have that
You were sick.
that
Thank you.
4D perception on Chris. You can see what he's wearing in the
visuals.
Dude,
the
people
audio
wanna
podcast.
see his fits, dude. Like
The
Chris. What's going on
babushka
with him?
boy.
Yeah, and
Yeah. I'm gonna help everyone out and start dressing Chris.
and then
Chris
also
is already a fashion icon.
And then also for everybody that all of our fans, you know, go check us out on all platforms. We're on TikTok. We have a new TikTok channel. It's kind of, you know, just raw footage of us. It's called Sync Uncut. We follow it on our page, so if you have trouble finding it, just go check our followers. Check out TheSync. You know, run up our TikTok. Check out who we follow. And then we got our Instagram. Go check out our Instagram. We got Twitter. We got everything. So just go check us out. You know, we're just trying to give you guys content, just trying to give you guys what you guys want.
Trailer gang.
Trailer
Peace.
gang.
You guys are the best. Please leave us a review. Let us know what you guys want, and we'll be sure to shout it out next time.
Yep.
See you guys.
Thanks
Yo.
for listening.
Out.
Peace.